Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are still here in Aldburg in the East Fold, where we have been asked to scout a few orc camps to find out what their strength is so that we know which orcs are the greater threat to Aldburg. Let's see if we could find out. And we Swert hounds. Not exactly sure what a swert hound is, but maybe something akin to the Coonanoon that you find in Dunland. I suppose that's always a possibility. Now let's head up here and Lath Bears. Well, we have run into Lath Bears before. So give them, aha, here's an orc camp. This camp contains a small group of weary white hand orcs. Well, if I remember correctly, that's the camp where I stole the metal from earlier. So, yeah, that they're weary. They're probably weary after I went and gave them a few headaches last time. Now let's see if we can find another camp out this way. Aha! There they are. Right over there. And there they are. This camp contains a small group of innervated, yes, innervated white hand orcs. They're not exactly all fit in tip-top shape then if they're weary and innervated. I supposed that the orcs that were dancing around were trying to invigorate the rest, but not doing a very good job of it, saying, "Hello, pep up," and oops, they weren't doing it. They were having none of it. And that's probably a good thing for us, because that's certainly one camp we don't have to worry about for the moment. Speaking of camps, though, the orcs present at this camp are aggressive and many, and apparently sneaking up behind you. Well, I can take care of orcs sneaking up behind me. I've done that before. There you go. Done. Now, let's report to Archie. Oh, no wonder they've been hiding up in the bushes. Ah. When was the last time I managed to or actually, though it was by accident this time, stun an opponent using Boar's Rush? Well, sir, I checked the orc camps and it looks like the White Hand orcs are rather tired and that the new type of orcs are much larger and aggressive.
There are so many things that need to be done.
So it appears that the White Hand number are far fewer than the unknown orcs, as I thought they might. Let us first focus on ridding the East Fold of one threat. Then we may deal with the other. Alright?
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
The White Hand are dangerous, but they do not have the numbers of the unknown orcs. While I do not believe that my original decision was misguided, I may have been too quick to dismiss Ailton's thoughts on this matter. What's important now is that we deal with these orcs swiftly and with great force. Please deliver my apology to Ailton and let him know of my decision. All right. I shall do so, sir. I bring an apology from Archie.
We must turn to the offensive.
Archie sent you with an apology? Perhaps he is not as inept as I once believed. I must ponder this later, though it seems we are ready to deal with the true threat. Let Archie know that his apology is accepted, but that it wasn't necessary. He has my sword when it is needed. All right, well, yes, it depends what you mean by needed, I think. I mean, sometimes the political opinions can be just as important. Not that this hobbit knows anything about such things. Apology accepted.
There are so many things that need to be done.
It appears that Hilton and I have come into terms now. He is a great warrior and has served us well. We will need his sword when the time comes, and that time is now. Pineleaf, you have proven to be a great warrior, and I'm giving you the responsibility for leading the attack on the White Hand Orcs. Oh, what a shock!
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
Since their numbers are few, I want you to sneak into the White Hand camp and defeat their leader. This should cause them to lose direction and fall into disarray. Go to the White Hand camp to the northwest and carry out your task, but be vigilant. It's possible that they have received reinforcements, though I think that's unlikely. Alright, very well. Head out to the camp, kill the White Hand leader, and that way they'll be so disorganized that when the rest of the people come, it'll be a slaughter. Hopefully a slaughter of orcs, though, of course. Let's see. The White Hand orcs are not pleased to see an invader in their camp. You should defeat as many of them as possible while you're searching for their leaders. So I need to defeat a few of these White Hand orcs while I'm going through their camps. Besides, if you kill several of these orcs, then they're not going to be creating too much of a problem along the way. I mean, if I could go in and kill the leader, fine. But not killing a couple other orcs along the way, yeah. I mean, that'd be rather quite a feat. Maybe if you're a burglar, you might be able to do it, but I'm a warden. And a warden is unlikely just to see. There is the White Hand leader right there. Let's see. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm after the leader in there, and that means, yeah, there won't be too much left for the rest to mop up after I get done with all of this. There you go. Your turn. Give Tavosh. Not that I understand a word of black speech. Luktar! No, I didn't think you'd understand that word. You're not that type of orc. Alright, there you go. Are you done yet? Boy, you are tougher than the rest, that's for sure. Well, I suppose that's why you're the leader of this little band of orcs here. There you go. Yeah, you might have been able to whip them back into shape if we didn't deal with them. Whew. Many White Hand orcs were defeated while you made your way through here. Good. The leader somehow counted as one of them, and now it's time to speak to Archie. I'm happy to report, sir, that their leader is down.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
You've reduced our troubles by a half, Pineleaf. However, there is much that we do not know about these other orcs. We do not know where they come from or what they have come here for, but we do know that they're dangerous. You have done much for us here, and I believe that we're safe for the time being. I feel your help might be better suited elsewhere now. Alright. Now we just have to find out where elsewhere is. How about that?
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
You've left a lasting mark upon Aldberg and his people. We should be able to defend ourselves from any attacks, since the worst seems to be behind us now. I do not have the same confidence about our neighbors in Fenmarch, however. I feel that your assistance would be better served assisting Thane Sparhafolk and his people. Follow the road out of Aldburg and head eastward into the marshlands. Be vigilant and patrol the roads. I have a feeling we have not seen the last of these new orcs. Well, that's always a possibility. I shall go and find out what's going on in Fenmarch. I should be reaching the crossroads to Fenmarch anytime soon. Well, it's more of a T intersection, I guess. The road forks to the east and leads to Fenmarch. You should patrol the road for signs of trouble. Now, what kind of trouble could we possibly have here? It's probably with a capital T that rhymes with P that stands for, well, what would be a problem starting with P in Lotro? And no, I don't think Pineleaf is the right answer for that. Well, I hope not. You see no signs of trouble yet. You should continue on the road to follow it eastwards. Alright. Still haven't thought of anything starting with P that will stand for trouble. Unless you think that I am trouble. Oh well, I suppose that's always a possibility. It looks like there isn't anything else going on in this road at the moment, which I guess is good. Maybe things are all nice and quiet and free of orcs. You hear a scream off in the distance. Well, so much for that idea. Now let's find out who's screaming and why, and can we reach it in time before anything goes wrong? Well, so far, I see somebody up ahead. Hello there. What's the problem?
Will you aid the horse lords?
Oh, please help me! The orcs appeared out of nowhere and began putting the lumberyard to the torch. Guthlaf and the others are still there. The lumberyard.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I managed to escape before the camp was overrun, but the workers are still there and need your help. You may be able to sneak in undetected through the back entrance. Once inside the lumberyard, seek out Guthlaf. Will you help? Alright, yeah, I have a feeling. I've been to this lumber camp before, so it looks like they need my help again. Of course, this time it's the landscape version of the camp instead of the instance version you do during the Hoot Bold. Orcs are swarming the lumberyard. Defeating them will ensure the easy foray will to retake the lumberyard, of course. Let us head into there. Find out what these orcs are up to. Well, see what she means by putting the torch to things. Found the back entrance. Look for something to carry water in so I can put out the fire. We do have the... Well, whether that's the Snowborn or the Entwash, I'm not going to... I think that's the Snowborn. Alright. Well, whichever one it is. And during the attacks in the lumberyard, the orcs captured many of the workers. So free the lumberyard workers. So I need to find the boss, put out fires, free workers, and of course, kill orcs. Because what is a quest like this without killing a few orcs? Let's see what we have. Well, here's a water wheel, and we have here an orc. Hello there. And I think I just saw, yes, there is a bucket. And the bucket is conveniently right next to the river. How about that? Now that is nice. Well, I suppose you maybe put a bucket near where you could easily get some water. Now let's put out this fire. And The flames begin to dissipate. Replace the trails of stream. Okay, fine. Took care of that. No. See, I still need to kill a few orcs. And I need to free workers. Yes. So far, I haven't seen much except one orc in a bucket and some fire. Oh, I see more orcs now. It looks like it's these masked. Interesting. This one has horns and tusks. Tusks. Is there a boar mode? It doesn't look like the same motif as those dead orcs. I'm trying to think. What kind of tusks are those? Or I should say, what type of... Hello. You're free to go. I thought we were finished. Well, I hope you're going to be finished with those orcs now. Let's see. Let's head on to there. Find out who else is in this area. Aha! More of these Maldor orcs. Maldor, less door, more door, between door, through the door, Mordor door. But definitely not something to a door. Oh! Hello. Hey, that way to Fenmarch. There you go. Oh, and just to make sure that he doesn't notice the escaping prisoner, we'll take care of him. Do distract him a little bit. Hello. I'm sure he doesn't want to get a spear in his back, so he just comes after me instead of after the running prisoner. Now, this way, I think I heard something down in this direction. Yes, there we go. Another one. I guess that one... I guess he's making sure that no hobbits come from the front side to try to take the prisoner from him. I suppose there is something with that. Unfortunately for him, the hobbit is attacking from the side. There you go. Not that it's likely that they're going to be searching for a hobbit to be coming in for an attack. Now, if they were searching for hobbits, it would be for a completely different reason, of course, to see if there are any that bore any jewelry with them or anything like that. I thought I would never see my family again. Thank you. You're welcome. There you go. And it looks like there is one more down this way. Actually, we better take care of this. Oh, well, apparently they can't see very well with those masks. I guess that's the disadvantage of wearing all that fancy headwear. There you go. You're down, and you are actually... All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the orc, and then you are going to run, okay? Hey, okay. Ooh. You started early, but alright, I guess we'll just have to do with that. As long as I was able to distract the orc, everything is fine. Everything is fine. There you go. Ha! Now, where is that Guthloff? Aha! Here's Guthloff. Hello there.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Yes, I am indeed, Guthloff, the former flag bearer of the king. If you are still hale, you must be a strong one. We do not have time to discuss the plan of attack. I overheard the lieutenant these orcs threaten to put the orchard to the torch. Head south to the orchard and stop him at once. Alright, fine. I will defeat the orc lieutenant at once. To the orchard. That would be that way, I guess. I do find the use of the word orchard as to being a little interesting, shall we say, since usually you use the word orchard for trees planted primarily for fruit, nuts, or something like that. In other words, the product of the trees is more important than the wood itself. Now, I suppose that if you plant an orchard at a place like this and you have it there, use it for several years for agricultural purposes, then at the end of the service period for the orchard where the trees are starting to get old, you then take down the trees and plant new ones in their place. I suppose that is possible. Now, of course, that works best if you have, I presume, relatively short-lived trees for that, I guess. But I guess that is a way of making full use of everything. Well, now let's get back to Goodlaugh. One lieutenant down.
What brings you to these lands?
I was rather fortuitous, timing that you had arrived when you did. I am not certain that we would have been able to save the lumberyard without your assistance. I am Guthlaf, son of Sparhafok, Thane of Fenmarch. I was once the banner bearer of Theoden King. Since my recent dismissal, I have been lending aid at the lumberyard. Now we must put our hands to the task of restoring this lumberyard. Oh, must restore the lumberyard. And what am I expected to do in this endeavor?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Allow me to worry about the lumberyard, Pineleaf. I ask that you travel to Fenmarch and inform my father of what has happened here. If these orcs were also seen near Aldburg, I fear that we may have a much larger problem than I originally thought. And take the road east of Fenmarch and seek out my father, Thane Sparhafok. Very well, I shall head out to Fenmarch, which is where you'll find me in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.